Hi, this is a case study 3 audit of Lamesley Childcare and recommendation to implement new strategies. That's a team revolution, and the team members are Madhukar Gokha, Ashwit Koilkar, Noklan Mao, Priya Malhotra, Elerjan Pali, Maria Josterin. Table of content, which includes part 1 as the analysis of business environment, which has overview of Lamesley Childcare, overview of UK childcare industry, childcare providers, Brexit and COVID pandemics, Porter's 5 analysis, and Pestle analysis. And Lamesley Childcare SWOT analysis and competitive advantage. Part 2, challenges and strategies for staff satisfaction and retention, which includes challenges faced by Lamesley Childcare, strategies for staff satisfaction and retention, which includes strategies for staff satisfaction and strategies for staff retention, which follows by recommendations, which includes recommendations for Lamesley Childcare, recommendations for childcare industry, which ends with references.
Lamesley Childcare is the largest and longest childcare charity provider in the state, which was founded in June of 1992 with more than 22 years of experience. Lamesley Childcare is currently caring for more than 200 children each day, offering breakfast club and after-school provision in 6 local schools. Lamesley Childcare are registered with Ofsted and are inspected twice a year, are members of national organization supporting the whole childcare sector, has achieved 4 children quality level 3, have highly qualified staff with NVQA level and BA honors qualification. This slide is about numbers of childcare providers and registered places in UK. There are 24,000 group-based early years providers, which 14,700 are private providers, 8,600 are voluntary providers, and 800 are unclassified providers, which could be schools or colleges. Around 9,100 school-based providers, which 8,700 are school-based providers offering nursery provision, 400 are maintaining nursery schools, and 39,400 practicing child minders. The graph shows the overall number of registered childcare places in UK in 2019 comparing with 2018, which is obvious that in 2019 the registered childcare has remained similar comparing with 2018. There were estimated to be around 1,630,200 childcare places across all provider types in 2018, when excluding those providing reception, provision, and excluding before and after school places, compared to 1,655,800 in 2019. The number of childcare places has remained at similar level since 2018 for all provider types.
Effect of COVID-19. The lockdown period have damaged the finances of many childcare providers, with income from parent fees. Childminders who are mostly self-employed have been badly hit by the crisis. Small providers, those from the more deprived areas, have run at a significant deficit during the lockdown. The child care market featured significant turnover, and there was some spare capacity at around 70% of the providers.
After the Brexit, an estimate 4.5% of the staff within the registered childcare service in Wales are non-UK EU nationals, and mainly childcare in the southeast and the larger cities have said that they have already lost some European staff members, where 14% of London forces are EEA nationals compared to the 6% in the rest of the countries.
For their 5 forces analysis, we have threat of new entrants that is high, that with a package of recovery measures that include new tax breaks for childcare businesses, and increased childcare fees, which has led the UK having one of the highest childcare costs in the world, with high funds of new entrants and barriers to entry. We also have bargaining power of buyers that is high, with a falling number of children on age 10 and under, many choices within the childcare industry, and there is a growth childcare schools in the UK. We have bargaining power of suppliers that is high, with childcare costs have risen by 4%, Alternative care organizations are available and offering great value without reducing the price. Threat of substitutes is high. Expertise makes substitution challenging and many options for customers. We have competitive rivalry with many competitors. The education recovery offer is insufficient. Support to the pupils, a small investment by the government. Due to COVID, there are fewer financial resources and larger companies operating on much higher level. Pestel, we have in the political side, laws and fair treatment of workers, uncertainty due to the pandemic and post-Brexit. In the economical, we have Brexit and the pandemic have created instability. There is a need to create businesses that adapt to the new reality, and there is a high risk that childcare will cease to be priority. In the social part, we have the UK has a low birth rate. Childcare is a need on a particular small population, and due to the pandemic, work from home has been adapted and implemented, which has led to decrease the childcare participation. In the technological side, we have a limited presence on social media. In the environmental part, we have eco-friendly childcare products and cost rise when implementing green measures. In the social part, we have changes by the Department for Education and Business Economics affected by a legal concern.
We compare Lamesley Childcare with two competitors within the area, Kid First and St. Agnes, day nurseries. We learned that Lamesley offers the widest range of age group and services range compared to the other two. The activities that Lamesley offer are also a combination of both adult-led and child-led play, which tailors the learning programs to meet the specific needs of the children. On the other hand, Kid First has various locations in the Northeast region, which can make it reach more customers. However, they only serve children from 3 months to 5 years. St. Agnes is also a charity-based organization as Lamesley. After gathering information, we learned that Lamesley actually has some competitive advantage over their competitors. They are a well-established organization with many years of experience in the field, with high quality confirmed and assured by recognized institutions. Besides, they have quite good partnership with local schools in the area to help them build good reputation. And they also focus on providing their staff with regular training to improve their skills.
Challenges faced by Lamesley childcare, which includes the lack of communication, where workers may feel demoralized and lose interest in jobs due to the ineffective communication. Well, communication as a management tool to create interpersonal relationships, which helps in reaching the common goals and exploit the fullest potential from each staff. Second, lack of promotions, which can help in career growth as a result of acquiring managerial and professional skills, which can help employees in achieving rewards, promotions, and recognition from the organization. Promotions can bring about more opportunities for long-term success, pay raise, job security, and satisfaction. Third, lack of employee contribution in decision-making process, where the staff has felt that they are not included in the decision-making. So benefit of including the employees in the decision-making process can strengthen their willingness and commitment to the organization goals, which helps in encouraging staff to be more proactive, quick in problem solving, and increase responsibility. Work-life balance, where they do not get the enough working hours. Work-life balance can be a biggest issue, which can cause the psychological and emotional issues, which can decrease the productivity, health issues, and poor services when it comes to the delivery. And no personal time and family's activities, which causes broken home, poor parental upbringing. The last is Brexit and COVID challenges. The Brexit has come up with the new point-based immigration process, which is coming up with a shortage occupation and which requires the 70 points for EU and non-EU national to score. EU nationalists will be required to apply for a sponsored license to recruit outside from UK, whereas due to the COVID, the remote working conditions have led to the increased ability to separate work and private life, where closure of schools and childcare services to prevent the spread of pandemic, which has caused profit and loss, employee job loss. Organizations need to transition to virtual forms of recruitment, selection, and training instead of face-to-face.
strategies will be divided into two parts. First, we will have the staff retention strategy. First, more focus needs to be on training and professional development. In particular, it will help fortify the interpersonal relationships among employees and management level, while offering employee a much clearer career growth plan. Lamesley actually is doing quite good in training activities, which can help them retain their staff and reduce turnover rate. Next is the reward system and promotions. By designing a reward system in form of certification or recognition of benefits or perk renewals, Lamesley can praise their staff based on their performances and encourage them to contribute more to the organization. Last strategy for staff retention is about engagement activities. Lamesley can allow more employee participation in decision-making process and allowance for taking initiatives, and by several activities such as team building to enhance their staff sense of belonging and therefore connect closer connections between them. Next is the strategies for staff satisfaction. First, Lamesley can design good working conditions and flexible hours for the staff. Doing this can increase productivity and organizational commitment, and therefore can reduce stress and mental health. Second is about the effective communication. This can be enhanced by doing more meetings and briefing sessions to facilitate the information sharing process and reduce role conflict. By doing this, employee can feel more valued and more appreciated in their contribution. Lastly, is about to focus on staff well-being. In particular, managers in the organization can be more active in dealing with problematic practices, such as difficulty in having direct access to speak with the top management level.
Recommendations for Lamesley Childcare. Incentive pay based on performance appraisal and company compensation policies. There need to be an immediate upward pay gap can be applied for the outstanding employee performance to motivate the employee. They can design an effective reward system and categorize into different levels. They can have increased salaries and more benefits for the employee. Training and development practices. Allocating provisions for training and developing employee knowledge, skill, and attitude. Approximately 10% of the financial budget to enhance the employee engagement. Employer invest in employee. When an employee puts when an employer invests in an employee, the employee put more effort and try to meet the expectations of their work, which in turn has the good personal growth and better career for the employee. Enhanced communication within the organization, as communication plays a vital role in the organization. Information sharing should be very articulated clearly through different levels of the organization. There should be more interactive sessions, meetings with the top management, and top management should appreciate the effort from the employee empowerment, facilitating employees to engage in making decisions, perform tasks independently. Employees feel more motivated, committed, and self-confident. Greater contributions to the organizational competitiveness, innovative achievements, and increased staff retention rate. Frequent employee feedback. Management level to give a constant review and assessment discussing the developmental areas with the employees. Clarity on the job expectations and performance to be expressed thoroughly. Constructive criticism or a positive reinforcement on a successful performance is very much required.
Here, the recommendations of the childcare industry. The first, we have to deal with the digital activity planning and the tracking. A tracking planning that can be shared with the update among the organization, and the program assess with the implementation process have better to quick access to the health records and receive the feedback from the upper level of the manager. And second, will you have to deal with getting financial support from the bank and the investors. Some childcare centers need to get a financial support from the bank to get back to the normal levels of several months of a lockdown. Keep close contact with the bank and prepare the management data, be flexible and open further discussion on the meeting requirements. Third, discuss with the government interventions. Supporting the sector in the case of a further national lockdown by the follow scheme program, boosting private income increase to the tax relief and the tax-free childcare scheme, or increasing the proportion of a childcare cost that can be claimed by the universal credit recipient. Reduction in the cost of a childcare provide offer startup capital and certain types of provides by the reducing the cost and the taking time of a register in the upfront, boosting public income, increasing the supplement paid for the children with additional needs.
Here are the references of entire case study. Thank you for joining.